Mami, bonyo no mami.
Some am we am say mo emeku.
Bonyo.
Uko aso ngra emeku is stronger than
Oh, say
emeku.
meko.
No ya mo say ya de.
David.
Emeku.
Meko style. Please share the video. Please share the video. And I yaba can in Sembia. We here papa my community no na it has robbed us a lot from our development. It has robbed us. We have lost a sister who is now never going to have the opportunity to talk again or to reap and to possess the possession that she is entitled to. And today we are going to talk a serious matter, an issue that is a real problem within our community. Please off. An issue that is within our community, and it seems like it is a silent topic. It is a topic that Ghanaians have not found a way of breaking through. So today we are going to talk about it within the context of the Western world. They have found so many platforms, so many ways for them to overcome these things. They use the schools, education. They used a real life event to educate the public. Real life, meaning
Yes.
people actually talks about it. Real life events. People actually talks about the difficult topics, the difficult conversations. They actually talk about it. So if you're here for the first time, this is Hotspot Radio Show. My sister and I, Sister Millicent, who also work within the educational system, we are going to talk about the power of control. Some of the cues, some of the signs you are going to actually have to pay attention to when you are in abusive relationship. So welcome you all. Please share the video. And Sister Sheila, please join us. Sister Sheila, I was going to test you. I can test you the link. I'm going to copy the link in here. Sister Sheila, if you can, please join us because this is some of us, hey, listen, we are very happy in any situations and it takes a strength. It takes a mental preparation, a mental strength, a good health in order for you to live happily by yourself. Listen, any animal, when you idea, no, and as obi kasa, ube kasa, you learn how to speak, you know how to speak. This is not it. This is a practice, a mental practice, education, materials, events, inferences, examples, things that can teach you and can empower you to be able to be happy on your own. And this is what we are going to talk about. So, Sister Millicent, welcome.
My dear, thank you.
Thank you. And now your person, yadi yan sister, Osinechi, ne a long known issues we are all aware of in our community. A long way overdue problems, pandemic, social issues that we've been all aware of, but it has been a hidden and like we haven't provoked our thoughts enough to actually bring this into the public way to talk about it. We are going to talk about it. I will take this opportunity to welcome your brother Ajay Soya. Or say my mom and hope you are doing great. I'm doing great here. And now you're about educating yourself, okay? We have something that within our social system here, within the educational system, within the public sectors, within our public education, we use. And these are information collected from real life events. These are the people. It's not about being an expert. Who is an expert in with spousal abuse or violence, going through a physical abuse or sexual abuse, or who is an expert? Nobody is an expert. The experts are the people who's been able to come out of these situations alive. These are the experts. These are the experts. People who gathered their strength, who took information and used the information to benefit them, meaning they gathered their strength in making sure their children are safe and they themselves are safe. We have something called the power and control. And as we go along, I'm going to give you the sequences, the characteristics of how you can identify an abused husband, abused wife. It's not just men alone. There are women who are also very, very abusive and very controlling. And some of these things they use to control you are what we are going to talk about. Some of the things we are going to talk about are the things they use to control you. Our sister had so many evidence within her marriage. And sister Osine, she has so many things, clues within her marriage that tells everybody around her she was within an abusive relationship. But are we equipped? Do we have the knowledge, the education to get out of those relationships? It can be a friend. We have friends who are very, very abusive in their relationship. They want to control what you wear. These are abusive and toxic relationships. Some friends, they want to influence your marriage. Some friends want to influence your financial situations at home. Some friends even want to tell you what to wear outside. And the same way, these are, so we're gonna talk about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 clues. 8 clues that will identify, that shows you what is abusive relationship. My sister. And then
yes, my dear. And that the topic ni sunchen. Topic ni sunchen.
Yes, sister Osinechi, with this topic. What do you think went wrong?
Unim, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, everyone watching us this moment. Anywhere you are, listen to us. We are not experts. We know some few things that we're bringing it to light. And we thank our sister. Her passing is sad, but it has bring a light into our communities. It has opened our eyes. It has opened a lot of things in our communities that we need to address. A lot went wrong. A lot went wrong. One, as a minister, she looked at where she stands, and as a public figure, that's another thing. 3, she's setting an example for her children. So it's a lot. Even though with the people around her telling her it's not healthy, and she herself knows it is not healthy, but she stays in it. And that is the worst thing for us to do, is to stay in a relationship that is not healthy for us. And we that are in abroad should say we are blessed, we are thankful, we are grateful, because this has opened our eyes. If we were not being in abroad, we will sit also and join and say, oh, it's okay. But because our eyes have been opened with the education that we have been given here, and we have been given a platform where we are also equipped to educate our fellow brothers and sisters. So with our sister O, it's hard, it's sad, it's heartbroken that She has a powerful voice. A powerful voice. For a man to take that away from her, what are you telling your children?
Mm-hmm.
If you beat your wife in front of your children, in this case, because it's a female that has passed on, I will put it in that sense.
Mm-hmm.
What are you telling your children? That it's okay for a man to beat you, for you to bleed internally, for you to bleed out unconsciously? Is it okay? Or you're telling your male sons, it is okay for you to beat somebody else's daughter, to beat that person's child to the point where the child is not being recognized.
Mm-hmm.
It is not okay. It is not okay for us to go through that at all.
Mm-hmm.
It is not okay. We go through a lot as a mother. What I always say is, I have a female in my house. I have a male in my house. Dear mean pese obi di be ye me fine ye obi ba.
Mm-hmm.
And na dear mean pese obi ba di be ye me ba. And I say me ma kwan ma ni nsi.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Enti mami we ewu no. Now is the time. Africans leaders need to stand up. Our society need to stand up and say, we condemn it.
Yes. Yes. Now, my sister, I welcome Brother Lovestian. The link is there. If you want to join the conversation, please do so. I'm on YouTube as well. Guys, if you want to go to YouTube, it is Fanhudi Hotspot Show. You can please, you see your friend is saying, subscribe. Why? Now, more education. I find it very necessary to bring this education, because many are Ghana. We are all human beings. And the number one goal for all of us is survival.
Yeah.
As I saw, biatna ewiase asase so reaping and I say fully to receive the best, out of this world.
Yeah.
As I look back, I can see beautiful sun. Why must somebody sit in the rain the whole day, the whole year? The cycle of this year. So the focus is that we all live to the fullest of what this world has to give us. And then we are talking about the violence within our society. And Niama, yen society, a condone.
Sorry.
We accept it and we think it is normal. My brother, my sister watching me today, it is not normal. And yet normal. And why it's the same thing as what we are talking about in our political sectors.
Yeah.
We think that it is okay to be abused. We think it is okay because we have painted and we are subscribed to a world that is all fake. You see,
It's
a world
true.
of expectation of others, a world that nia obi dwene efa nia ye ne ye ho no eno mmom na edi mu te say me kasa enye ema obi nti obi mom na kire me kasa ma me ne papa. Listen, hey, the world does not evolve around Ghana, because Osha Ghana kuranka Ghana ye we kire when it comes to world development.
Yeah.
It is anka Osha kuranka yende ya kire de bottom. Because and I know, and I will come back and be educating people about how you can teach your children, you can homeschool your children. Now, last time in how many forms? Parents who are opting out of the public educational system. Some parents don't feel it is enough. They are educating their children by themselves. Because you know what? They realize that it's not about reading and writing, and the world is going around.
No.
It's about knowing the world you live in and how you can also make sense out of this world the world that is around you, no, how do you make sense out of it? And this is the educational system, this part of the world they give to our children. Even enumpono, onipa da sani tumi owo e kire ne say ade bi somewhere no nso akire, exploring and manipulating the tools around us to make it work for you. It's not about what somebody thinks. And no nama yen sister ediako owuomu ya. And we are talking about the violence, what to recognize, and what to actually be aware of when you are within such relationship. Ekromwa, they use some keywords. There are some keywords that even the society doesn't allow that. And no Ghana for mema bahe, Ghana for meme be omunyin to muse oba wo ope. Omunyin to mu Ghana for mema bebrenya Ghana for mema inkote Nigerians, Africans.
All Africans.
All Africans. And often so some way part of the world. A crowd they want to manage and they want to control human beings.
Yeah.
Some countries also believe that when you go to the Iranian and Arabian countries now, almost Indians now, this part of the world, you know, when you come in with this scope, a small scope of how you view the world now, you have a very, very difficult time. Education is very, very public. So they use a certain criteria to identify and to free those who are within that bondage, Their mindset is in bondage. And one kasankasa, your sister was within a bondage. She was within the power control, under the power and control. These are some of the things was used on our sister. There was another musicians in Nigeria collaborating with her about one music. This woman was asking them about what her husband think about the music. It was more about her husband. This is what Obroni research and before any other cultures, they have come up with the things that men or the abuser uses. The one who thinks they are in charge, they use intimidation, making her afraid by using looks or action, gestures, smashing things. And only witness okra iron to beat the woman. This is what is called intimidation. This man used an intimidation tactics to bring the woman's under him. It is a kwine na obema ye wosa. And I say anybody oba ye might be they are very, 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 very oba bema obenya was our position we are. Obema no wadi no krampo etimiye to say entatiaba. This is intimidation. We also have we're using emotional abuse. Emotional abuse is making you feel powerless emotionally. Our sister was emotionally abused, putting her down. She obianko making music. Mommy, ne papa, mun taking it very serious. Look at the lady who has power over a crowd, but yet obi use emotional abuse to bring her power, be very careful. This is what our politicians are doing. This is what our traditional leaders are doing. This is what our leaders within Onipa Dasanibi or Ghana. And nothing we don't have problem with religion. It is the way we take religion.
We show it up.
We use information and only a problem. So emotional abuse is making her feel bad about herself. This sister was so condemned by this man. It killed her spirit. Emotional abuse, calling her names. Say, obe sorry if you woman any wakasa. And cause she has a lot to tell you, Miss Sister. You are under the curse of abuse, of emotional abuse. If she would have another voice to come back and tell you the emotional abuse this man was making her feel less to nothing at all, making her think she is crazy. Sometimes Obama obitimi make you feel say there was another abusive relationship bi a abrofo de omo ba TV so ma ye suemu ade ekrom ade omo no they are not selfish, they don't think, they are emotionally strong, so they come out and talk about it, so you learn something. There was a case bi a the woman was told she was going crazy by the man, so every action bi ana oba no eye no fo so wa bodam say na bema no atọ pills bi, say na bema no was managing. Oh yes, so this is emotionally abused, humiliating her. This woman was publicly humiliated by this man. She humiliated this woman, made her felt next to nothing in front of her own children. Papa, we are going through this so you can be aware. Emma, please open your eyes and your ears. Your sixth senses should be working. You need to take care of yourself. God wants you to be happy. God wants you to be successful. God wants you to be useful. God wants you to be possess your possession and like your achievement and reap from what you have suffered all this year for. Onyankopon pesa nka yenua pap yenua bayi enka bra wa bayi shababi order and only voice bio. These are some of the tools our men, our abusers uses, emotional abuse. And then they come to using isolation. They want to take you away from the public eye. This thing happened to me before. They want to take you away from the public eye. They want to control your every move, your every action. This woman, first of all, she was dropped off in the middle of a street from her own car. She was the breadwinner of the family. But look at how another to me, I didn't so. Papa, it is a losing battle. She lost. Let's call a spade a spade. She lost. Munti asemi yepa because even in my staff room there are near me for you education about abusive friends. Papa, Ghana for, and then we will talk about the reaction, the external way affect externally. How are your neighbors contributing to our death? We will talk about that because some of us we see abuse happening, but we care so much about ourselves to say we don't even want to go into that issue. Our sisters are being abused, but we don't want to help them because our emotions are so.
It's true. It's true.
We care too much about ourselves. And now I was watching Way Brobe, Anita Brobe and Asanjira, that actor and Oye show no. A woman came on
Ebony.
Ebony, no, Brobe and Anita Brobe and Emilia Brobe.
Yeah.
Emilia Brobe was doing a show. And a woman came on a show because the woman witnessed some very, very disturbing act. A child was used in Ghana. And the woman with Obia Bekache woman. Oh, baby, say Anita Brobe say, Emilia Brobe say, should I go and Ghana for mo kum nipa? Hey, mo kum nipa. Or baby son, Emilia Brobe say, should I go and say something? And Emilia Brobe inexperienced. You see, they have not gone through school.
No.
Before you come out and speak, know something about the subject. We just think a public figure knows something. We just think that or someone knows something.
No.
Automatically, he or she knows something. They don't know anything about the subject. So, and Emilia Brobe advisor said, manin kokashe because okoke bribia, a little 9-month-old was being sexually abused.
Hey,
9-month-old. Minya nana ama. 9-month-old was being, please, can you send the link? Mame, me the link, atu weinum, eno na ewo ho no. So click on the link within the chat, no. Mame, me pa cho Emilia. Sorry, mame. Click on the link. Sheila, mame, Sheila. The link is in the chat.
Yeah, I will chat no.
Nabra. So Emilia Brobe told this woman, say manin kashe, that 9-month-old was being sexually abused. So Ghana no yekum. This is another aspect of this topic. And so na yewo minimizing, denying, and blaming, or minimizing the woman of her access. You see, obi ono ankasa na e produce nyomo. But ni kunu no na ebe ka kire ne se wo be kwa na se wo nko. Mama, pay attention to these cues. Why? Using children. Do you think it was safe for these children to witness what has just happened, or removing yourself away from the relationship? What they do is making her feel guilty. Ghana Fonso, they know how to. Yeah. Yeah. You feel guilty. You will feel guilty. Say, enna enkwalano, enna jene enkwalane hu, using the children to rely or to relay message, or say using visitation to harass. And what say jamia make jin nkwalane free wo.
If you same.
Mame, wo hu hiya papa wasasi so. Esni sika, esni dan, esni even hey atade kura she okura. Go on the street naked. Go on the street. Hey, please remove yourself from the situation. Go naked. Obi din tuma be shia. Obi edin tuma obi nyanko ewiasia prepare obi special. So fan to shia. Go naked. They're also using male privileges. Bemano. You see, Mamika Semichiro, the man was going through a psychological challenges. The man feels less of a human being. The man doesn't know how to accept and embrace the blessings. You see, the woman was a bomb. The woman was a lethal weapon. The woman was the light. A blind papa no. You see, our social system lacks so much. The woman was a power source, and the man didn't know how to handle it.
No.
The man was not equipped to embrace what, and maybe Obano or talent, then maybe I feel so short. They will rather kill the talent, but the almost say talent, talent, for or no beman su be. Oh, mama, it is for you to also enjoy the woman's talent. But this man actually lost the battle. You need to recognize a woman who is small. The spirit of this world. Nyankopon ma emema ahoden, and nyankopon a blessing ma with the spiritual sources and power of this universe. You need to have spiritual essence. You are done. You are done, because or the to me or the physical to me no was spiritual. We were to back up our men. We were to clothe our men. We were to cover them. We were to pray for them. It is the man who loses that battle, and they don't see the woman's way to me. This is what happens. The man Obama using niti edi ehedi to say the wenya some or kramen bi on any kontokwa. The man has lost the battle. As Oba, you need to recognize it. And then they using economic abuse. Using economic, it's when we say Oba ni bibia or acquire nyina kodi be man ho. Inti Oba ni benye bribia na aje or ko be man ho. Me sure say Oba we ni pant korano. Yes. We are talking about power and control. Many animal. And then using coercion and threats. coercion and threat, making and carrying out threat to do something to hurt her, threatening to leave her, threatening to commit suicide. After now, or play on your emotion.
Yes. One of the only person in my life. Me
You are
knew
the only
Obia
person-
Bio.
Oh, when me toffee fefe, when makuma so ade pepe, when I wear me is no.
That was what you heard. Hey, Odomi say, me kuno. Until Opejani san or the flower suma. Now see, Odomi, onye bium, Odomi, sana ukatrobia. So that should not be.
Yes. After so ni madie be e ha no mo no using the equation on ma wo commit crime bi.
Yes.
Na ode eno no ukọ ka he wuja me wa meka. Obema wa ya niama ade obema waja wabusiafo nyina didi wo maame atem. Nti wo maame no wontimi nkọ ne hobium. After ni wanyaw. Wo be didi wo sister atem. Wo be didi wabusiafo nyina atem. Nti oma wo ye niama ensese one kasa no afa na wa capture na wa take you are in prison now. What commit crime? Hey, wo ko kan ono so beka. Hanomo is what we are talking about. Or say a man hits me, I will hit back. Mame, Johnny free ho.
You can hit back. Who hit it back? You don't know the next step. Until first thing they say, thank you, say wa bume. Ube back no. Me bio me ko.
That's it.
And say, see, you will hit back. And you're wrong. But uko bona onusu si o to me yes sir. Train me su me ba. Me the media su eba.
That's
next
right.
level no unim uda ho unim se obefase kan e de awo. Unim what is his next level. Inti say nipa no epeja ne nsan once. Ebowa. And now nka say it's because of love or I provoke him to do it. There
yes.
Sorry, kobo ebusianfo amane ka chomo say aware no mintine mu bio. So womo so enje wontomo a minua pe baby kotena.
Yes.
Because in the long run, what they will find the truth and come and say you were right and apologize to you.
Yeah. Yeah. And one thing you need to make sure of that is that, Papa, Mommy, you came to this world alone.
And you will live alone.
And then you will live by you need to make your decision before you even tell the family, because sometimes the family will also use the same power control and the general belief of what a marriage should be like. The African belief, it is wrong for marriage. That's not what God planned for the union. It is a union. Do you understand? It is a union that should bring prosperity to our lives. It is a union that should bring prosperity, meaning enkoswo na se mami we enkoswo nie. Say yede iron abonitim
na nkola no kampo wa background kikemu daddy.
That's right. That's right.
And still this man did not yield, which means he has no heart for you or your children.
Yes. Yes. Now, how do you know a man cares for you? How do you know, say, a man really looks for your well-being? What are some of the signs? As I say, now we have talked about the signs you should see when the physical violence and the sexual violence. That's right. How do you know a man really cares? Is a or no? So I won't think way now. Every man is missing one rib. How do you know? Will rip no? Or
Bema won kan se mo rip ni na ehye ho ana. Na kan wo yire de ne se eya he.
How do you know? Say, because listen, we are losing so much sisters.
It's
we are just said they were not stars into yeah, the effect. And remember kunkum mo yere no mu bebre wo Ghana. We are no akoshe we are no akoye we say na yakuno na because say no was it last year there were so many spousal abuse which ended up in a very, very fatal ones. Yakunkum emema ni kunkum mo ma bebre. How do you help yourself and others around you? What are some of the things Sister Millicent, what are some of the things that you has empowered yourself with as a woman? And what is the benefit of you living alive? And what is the other side of things? What is the benefit of you living alive? What does it represent for your children?
Sister, this life, Nyankopon edi mami o, or the mame, and I wish me with Nkola. Until that's there, it's a plus. I came by myself. And he said, if I go and stand at the throne of grace tomorrow, tafe ache bema abo me ama me wuti say yenwe me ko jina ho a. Question ba kwa me de bia ewo mitrum say, I gave you opportunities. Why didn't you use your opportunities? They know na tembia ewo mitrum because bema they get some strength via. Sometimes we women don't know where that strength comes from. If that man is angry and give you a punch or a slap, I will never forget this. Na me firstborn, and adiene a family niso. It's a family niso na me say me akosia de me nsem fata because me nuambe ma no me na meka chomo say peja wonsa emma obi baso wa ware no umpe na fa no kofie bre na ma ebusuafo ne ti asese you want to leave the marriage. Inti eba asa no na me say this there ain't CBO cause me sie me home before obi be bie nani aka say after we ejai aware no na me maye me ho eko. One, me grateful saying nyame ama me talent upon talent. Inti Chrome Hasso, you can go to you can educate yourself up to any level. You can educate yourself beyond. Nya fe na ukwako ka say mini 50,000 eda ho aku school abai ne de be ma. Uwi anu wetu anu piece by piece. Inti me no eba ansa anu adwuma metume ye. Eba eyisumu adwuma book musu adwuma metume ye. Inti that was my plus.
That was your weapon.
That was my plus. Inti me wo ye na me ntumi nko adwuma say eha ye ma o 1 year off. Inti without 1 year no me tutu me hu and another child be see mu. And I'm say another child be see mu nti ne ni aye said there be bibi koso but me sie me ho no and I'm say me ye me nsan no adwuma e wo fie eton ema ye kromfo. Until one day oba I say obe Jessica na me say me tifio
mutie Canada for say mutie me ma no yim say ye na ye hwom de bia me kasa asem a engofo nti ase ye ye na ye me ma no
me say me tifie na me confess ka we he e di ahye won sem say je koye wo na wo a wo sorry koye wo adwuma na wo sika we he yen kasa na adane ntokwa me say hwe me uye me hu rofa bibi beto inti krache pe obe bifa oh me ni unwie ye me kwaba me see you cobra inti oba yen onim say sister Millie they was starting no hu atoto me bo enkrofo amane ye mpeyifo ni bi amane ba na akoye say oh wodi mudie aware no mundu baby aye na usu hu say I'm see you aware die aware ye de but say peace of mind is not there. It's not sweet.
Yes.
And it takes two to dance. one person cannot dance alone. Nti me woo me third one. And I say no. Sister way no. She has plan.
Iti na opega ne nsa first born so. And na wotina ho 1, 2, 3.
Debbie say eyi me hihye me ho.
Na wo de ye plan.
Me hihye me ho.
Canada nso de plan no nkola aka ho nti.
Say
because
it's hard for you to create that plan.
That's right. Papa.
Me creating me plan no. And a final plan e temu no. Otineni. Obie na no say miliko okofia. Me see me timi fie. Because me no say uye me one. I will let you go. But me be a man.
That's right.
Because me de amenya me. Uye me two. Me catch you say, kai say, first one to me voice. Enti se obe se uti me anokasa me de bema.
Yeah.
Enti ofre ebusia ofre painful. Say woman ni me nkasa na onti ase me say painful say painful ni makwemu. Matutu me nyoma mi wo misika ena na adwene se enkola ne sika aban edi hye yensem ye maamefo no onu fi se enu na mede bo me bra enti eba na onu so epe ni de efi mu.
Hey, Mrs. Asem we die sa child benefit children fund no memma nkohwifuo ti kromu ha e de ayom budget. Now, omunim say it was because of men and koshi semunti na ban obi echo advocate ye say a man who were being cheated and the men are not taking care of the children, so we should give the women. Oh my God, some way maintain that where they were boasam so okay, very good. Kosomaye
80 sikane ba. That time no me personal account. And I yemi no warrior joint account. Enti me wo fie no sika abandi be ma me no eko ye joint account mu. Na osha one day nkola ni sika no anye den amfa ho. Eno obebi sa me say na nkola ni sika na amba. Me say nkola sika ben se emba u play smarter. Ube to me enya your way. Bema no ube to me no. Me besides say nkola sika ben. O si sika na eba abusum bia me so meti ho. Me say sika ba. Am say sika bia me de wo na ukite sika no mu. Wo na uti adanka uye eduma. Me no me kakra no eye me bofro ti ne me dok no ne me nyoma ya me ye nti sika ben. O si en de friend crofo no. Am say o me from why? De bia ye ba. Wa from ani o. Ba wo si o me friend me back. Me so me di me bibia afa baby foforo. Me letters me bibia nti efie ho a meti no me nti ho. Me train say me fie no a meti mu sese no. Ebe ye ready na me so maye den. Market na me baby enya ma honto. Nti enkola ne sika ne die yen yim film. Se wa wari wo krom ha na wo kunu se enkola ne sika me sremu a munyi sika ne film. Eye wo budget on the mumudi befi. Cause sika no eye enkola no education esika usu wo bia na wo de atom. Nti enne minwe enka nyame na ebie ma akwan a enka me nkole wo mu wa asem foforo eka nka wo mu wa asem foforo eka ese me ntumi engine mu ama wo mu.
That's right.
But me jine mu ma wo mu ina me ka che wo mu se wo mu say na me say he de baby a me jine enya boni o eye me yie die ukan ba kun se be ma no etumi ma wo bodam.
Yes.
Kan sem e ma wo bodam and it's true. And it's true. obi wo ho me ampa me to me nam na me kasa na me
That's right.
kasa me ho.
Look at
Me
that.
kasa me ho te say obi a na adwen e ni fie. Because hello sister Ama, because of situation nipa ye femu. And with that aspect, I was driving one day. Ewo highway ni so. Truck, when we those big trucks. I was in the middle of the two, left and right. When we say highway, you have 4 lanes.
Yes.
Until now, me wo middle ni mu, and I yenya traffic jam. Ewo yenim. Until me brakes ni so, but I felt like my car was running because the 2 vehicles, the 2 trucks were moving slowly. So I felt like my vehicle were going to hit somebody's car. And I screamed, Jesus, hey, mechanical, me neither break this mechanical. All because of what I have. Yes. All because of that.
Hey.
Mitikano. Me neither break ni so. Because said the 2 trucks were moving gradually and my lane was not moving. Jesus, mechano. And there was nothing going on. Miss Sanifi highway ni so right away na mpaki car. And I'm afraid fear me catch mu say obia efrem e catch mu say Millicent ayese and I say akosia ayese ana esi ayese ya mu hangi phone. Because se mutie sa nsem na mwana mudi muhu beko ewu.
Yeah.
And I'm a call. So because of that, what I have gone through, I've went through mental, physical, emotional. I have gone through it. So it hurts us. It hurts me. Say, our sister could not remove herself.
Yeah.
With all the signs that were given, she could not remove herself.
Yeah.
And especially young Ghana for those that are in Ghana. And I thank God for social platform. Thank God for internet. They're able to view all of these things and bring out what they are also going through.
Yes.
Because without this passing of this sister, these things that we call marriage, this thing that some of these men call marriage and using women as a punching bag or like they're in a boxing ring or something, it would have killed majority of us. And a lot of us have gone. We need to stop this now. We need to stop it now.
Yeah. Yes, Sister Millicent, I am so proud of you, to tell you the truth. There is a sister I've always wanted to interview. There's a mother. What the woman has gone through. Hey! What the woman has gone through, I will tell you, say, she is the epitome of what I call I don't even have the correct name to give her. This woman has gone through enough for her to remove her clothes and just go on the street. I know a woman who is currently living downtown, crazy because of abusive relationship, emotional abuse. Some of them did not get the opportunity to come out of it. Our sister, unfortunately, is going to forever remain in our hearts, in our memory.
Yes.
Her struggles. And I know, say, we know, yet the universe wanting to use her. But I think that we can be in a position where our stories will rather teach
others.
And will teach others to get out. And our voice will be in that equation. Instead of right now, her voice is now within the equation. She's never going to read from her way, how she suffered and how her struggles. She's not going to get to tell the story. So today, I really, really appreciate you sharing your story, because some of us, trust me, hey, me maybe yeah. Me maybe say, give me a name, give me whatever name you want to. God wants me to be successful here and speaking right now than me. Oh, I'm on for Munya Boko Mame. Than me, like somebody else telling my story. I rather tell my own story. My sister Amma, welcome. Welcome. I know we are on a very sensitive topic today, and I know we are gonna need for some abuse way dear, especially abrochi for no. Ye memma ne ntia say yaba ekrobia sebi ya chiro niama to ho say obi experience owura mu no say na picture no kire and omode ato using coercion, weight threat, and using intimidation, using emotional abuse, using isolation, minimizing, denying, and blaming. This woman had 2 cars, but she didn't have ownership of them. Crazy. This woman, Yankupon, the voice, Amano, but she is not in charge of her own voice. This woman was blessed, but somebody else was managing, controlling. This woman, and the same thing I say, religion in Ghana is the same thing. Somebody always wants to control you. And it's the same thing with our traditional beliefs. All those things we think was our beliefs and our religion. It was still the lack of the ability to view the world from our own lens. Is what is the problem for Ghana. Waware wona wote wo wade okponti ho so obi timi be ka kire the way a ochia wo to fadeje sa nti ase wona wote wo kponti ho na wonim se de wa chia wo ba bia de age enko but obi foforo timi be ka kire wo se butumu kuntumu yeni say until we don't have a mind of our own. My sister Abba, what is your take on this issue?
Good to your listeners and viewers, and thank you very much, ladies, for being here and talking about this sensitive topic. I will say those of us talking about I've listened to a whole lot of people tackling this issue, and they're putting the message they are putting first is every woman should go look for make your own money first, which is not the point here. I think the message we are actually talking, but we are capitalizing on women should go find something to do, as if some women haven't been working since. I'm always against it when people are talking about women not working or not doing anything for themselves. And since we as women keep saying that no matter how much we contribute to it, it's like it's not seen at all.
No.
And I will say, because of said the net before say, ukunu bema na yisika into your bayisika crowd say may try or bayisika the supported the crowd say may try so papa this beba because it wasn't seen before then say ma contributed. Because BBI fee said my man kwana disika ban sana which wasn't like that. But this our sister who passed away had a career, and every message right now is showing say she like Nisika no doesn't show Obia,
yes.
But we are still saying say women should go find something to do before they marry. No, I mean me in my part because me who baby as on Juma because what you now share Kwalakra
it's work.
Exactly. That is your part you are playing. And I now so baby or Tiffy on Juma, Nani Kuluna Koban, and the input in the house is even way more.
That's right.
Because we should make it sound real. Yes, sister, yeah, or no mom, or Tunium to say your friend will baby cranny couldn't control and say way call way man corner. How say you go so blame my someone no pay being in the
No.
We are really talking, but I think in a way we are lacking. Before I saw yesterday, year will be back. I hardly Ghana news now. Yeah, the noises they make and the way they scream to talk. You know, media yeah, too much, mommy. Yeah, maintain you. But this particular one got my attention. Yeah, two people be on to interview, and I think because the way I got my attention, they said they are not kind of. I think they should count their fingers about the most Ghanaian musicians, like gospel musicians, no money Nigeria warrior no. I see one kasa kind, and then the person mentioned some of them. So she was Christy, Joyce
Christiana
Blessing.
Love.
She mentioned a few names, and she was asked them how they are struggling to come back. They can't come back because they are divorced.
Yeah, look at the stupid way.
The guy was very firm about it. So why should they divorce? Because they divorce, no matter how they are trying, they are investing money to come back for people to see, but people are not buying their music anymore. Then I was questioning myself. I was, is that how it is? So simply because they are divorced, their career is not recognized anymore. That was the question on my mind. So as soon as this whole news pop up that our sister has passed, the church has failed its people.
Yes.
I keep commenting the church has failed its people. It's on because I'm sorry for the baby na no mutienya mensemono.
Yes.
It is a wakacha me say me kunu agyan nti anuma meito no wonto bioma. Enya asori ni na no why am bro.
Yes.
It is the church. And I will blame the church over and over. And my reason is because bebrena na kwa asori ni. Asori nyum no bebrena na tie. Ejidi for bebrena na eto. And I want who share the Ghana in Nigeria to her. Who share Nigeria for me because me Nigeria for group. Hold our much more esteem than we Ghanaians.
Yeah.
I don't know if any of you have noticed, but based on my observations, and I miss who some worry in Tamil by 22, 23 no more both men and women.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe say, hey, in like. And yeah, because how come say 23 were worrying me 23 na me worry dear. But and you biana our in term na but among them it's like a big deal 22 23 24 na say that is how much the whole high marriage is extreme. But then so when you mistake na say and as among before no so baako be mienu bi hu say bia woni ukun ni ho bi na ye singular obe hu say all of a sudden no mo person mo ne omo di omo ho be hihye wa na so mo be catch us omo pa obi in a way something I don't get. I keep questioning myself say adentina obi afi say who your separation and so your divorce that is why you are vulnerable or you are out there they can come approach you anyhow. But then again me feel at the same time another price money pay say we are single into be a fee so bet me about preacher and so we need couldn't they can come for you for that which is also a whole topic altogether there. But to the point where I say Rebecca say, said you know sorry for your problem no.
The problem is that the social expectation of Ghanaian Africans, if you look at it, it's all evolve around group expectation. It's all about how the group thinks and what is accepted and what is not accepted. You made a very good point about Christiana Love and all. One time, one of them was performing and another minister went on a stage saying, so we go back to Nikunu. What a humiliation. Yes. It has nothing to do with God. It has to do with our own personal belief and emotions. But yet we impose it on other people. And that is the problem we have. Not the religion. It is the attitude. We feel so empowered over somebody's life. What you also for crime mouse at the Ocaso Muti Muno.
Sister, religion. The laws and the rules are dear to who said, oh, I now could touch this kind of superstition in them.
It is a belief.
And also as I say, I'm almost 20 years because still me, I'm a divorcee.
Yes.
Me other close friend. I'm in the waha, honestly a divorcee. Me kwa brofwa, sorry. And me cause separation to divorce no man shed and can't don't say abrofu dear would the was some to dry and hey one fan to dry is like one can't in your be awesome. In me say at a point I know who because me kundan kasanya say because of legitimate not yes 24/7. This a once in a while or I run and no quite sorry. But at a point I'm not only main quite sorry no. I didn't find it as a need the same culture. Oh, like I said, and then you know, so your person you did your message to about team more be at in. I think we all handle things the way we wanted to. So I think mine was like that. But after 3 years, there were some book reading groups to be a call. I'm crazy with books. Into anything concerning books, discussion, and all that, I'm there. In so many books, said there will be a discussion, blah 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 blah. I joined it. We will watch the video of the book, discuss some passage, and read about the quotations and all that. Into Yagosu and then a clicking marriage, and then it went into a divorce. Into I think at that point I have to talk. Into I think it was kind of hard for me because me fan to join into I didn't know how I should do. Into another make us about 3 years ago the devil scattered my home and I think that was it. But I'm still alive and I'm here and I'm surviving. That was all I said. It was then and son they all get closer. Some they put their hands on my shoulder and then we prayed. They prayed for me and all. But after a month or that week, the letter Abraham said because I'm in the children ministry, I can't minister anymore. There was nothing like that. I realized that they were a little closer to be asking me, how are you coping with the children and all. I think they became more concerned. Their attention came closer to me. Something I wasn't even expecting and all, but on my own way, I realized that everybody is now, oh, how are the boys doing? Is everything okay with you? Like that. And that was how it was. But my friend, Madame Fonedi, as some amigo so can you. Madame no, or no copy before, sorry, or call these ones. I know so what the same children ministry. Now, so Madame no. Once a year, African groups, churches, So, now, children ministry, I won't rotating no biaba. Because I never before me say how say you na won't call no be a damp on the banner, now they be a program. So, major in a go so say, when I two who see what's on by a won't who could be so being back one me answer, they don't rotate. Me, my sorry, no, baby, I may make abrafone dear no, a timetable. Once in a while, they do, or be a contribute to be. Yeah, the two also be a contribute to do your part. Intermediate every Sunday, but madam, we every Sunday. Now, I'm sorry, no Christmas time decorations, so I'm not sharing in things to say, be like, or you're much involved more than I do at where I go to. Which is something I admire so much about her. But only the kunjaya no. Or see or soft no. And yes, sister, yes, every year a buy. Na me friend is here discussing a menene kasana and some of kind of criteria me say ubeje this man so because all of a sudden me no say can I come to your church and I'm saying you are always invited to my church and I mean who so was starting about my sorry but then again me you be a me pride even though many madam for they are very close I don't pride words from people. Why are you not going to your church and why are you coming? I didn't even ask anyway. Yes, sister, yes, sister, you were and I'm a friend and I'm say, can you imagine this gospel singer was killed like that? That happened on because of my sister. I'm crying on my stomach. Let me see, of course, everybody is in pain. no catch me so be this a man sorry na make corner. Sana because of me divorce ninti so funny friend me catch me say onu dear ogusu dome to send it back. Now so sorry ni ye na me ye me nti me nye bio. Me see
Wow.
me drop on my phone no. I dropped it. I broke it how?
It is happening in every
every corner.
Any Nigeria, ya broke it how some na me can you?
Yeah.
Me drop phone to go back for it. Me say, excuse me. I say yes. Or friend me catch me say because me she obi me ni nipa na ko ya me ho ade aware me normally. I'm on no akra beshira so say the ayane dia asari ni ye na ye me ye no minti minye nti anu hu tina or say you see you still having change.
So the question remains to say, is this the religion or the attitude?
No, we will not say it as an attitude. To me, it's the rules they have put because I see the pastor.
But whose rules? But hold on, there are people responsible for the church.
The rules set on the church because as already purchased so who your lead singer po nasa wuni when your issue concerning marital problem and all that nasa you move on because it's not a unit you are not.
We are confused with the religion. Religion is universal. How is it religion? Religion no Ghana there any a different saying religion. No, it is the way we take because till one sister Yasamia who explains this here. This is how people are going through. Yes, sister Ama Asante or also Ewo Montreal. We have such a common way values, common way say issues with abrochi for man. It is not the religion, it is our attitude because obroni na mo cancel or the religion ebremo. Obroni na sorry ne dia no or no. They understand religion. They understand religion. So who gave them the rules in Africa? Why not this our rule? It is about our suffering. Ganania bradodo, obibinia bradodo ma se onya dia onim when to let go. And after we take advantage and opportunity from our people. Show the same religion ebi wa abrochi memoa. But within abrochi no there within a way Easter. Ko broni asore na kwhwe ne ye happen ho na ko Ghana kwa asore na kwhwe ne happen ho Ghana fo obo afore obi obroni asore no o wo nsa ka niam ahodo mo chama asore no kokohwe
any attitude but your rules are you set up you build a sorry no on into any attitude. What is the rules? And no na guide ya sorry ne say who are sorry ni mu dia say necessary and no ye no and you attitude. I am runner because madam for no can emphatically say ni so for no patron say or no madam for ne no ye ne bow to say oh here pai boni bibi on ne bebo now so I'm runner cover sorry ni patron because we jaya warrior. Now you are won't me worry biom. Now so what me and you before friend na call worry because of that in the year na na would the buani nano here biom. And lady back or I saw no sorry penny and I saw a very vocal speaker pa also the message need to you the same thing I make her about Madame Free or sit on no crampo dear or me and your board enough. I can't say you are not here now so or court meeting na baby SSO kasa no ya manen kasa programmer SSO no koko present no onya kwan kobio until said that could be say then sanya we na ya me I didn't know when you miss there be say you don't belong there and before crampo sana omo be your board enough akacha they say you don't belong and not just the treatment na aya there wo this is so
no sorry. When you're not married, they don't regard or respect. And a man or my put up this. So what I'm trying to tell you, and yet church will, and yet because the church rules are in the Bible. What is the church rules?
The rules they have added to it, or maybe, but this cannot be our attitude. And yet, whatever extra that we have added to it, and
Yes.
say yes, sister, it's now I really move yeah. Or it's not how do you baby? I'm not you marco do. And it's a baby says yeah. And you mama into biom.
Yes.
And microphone from me program. Be me so me carry any I mean you and you microphone me to cram me
And
if you are say my mentor. It is so it is so
under I don't fall under the economic abuse using her.
Yes, to say,
Yeah.
so now before crying and make us a before cry our baby. Dear me sister na Ghana for dear to do no more can and to my the interviewer could not even question said nasa a yomo juma ye inti adenti no and no best who crime, but they find it to be normal. So because we are already the stigma is on you, I said, what any parasite or an outcast or whatever, you are not
Social
welcome to a
exploitation.
program or those things anymore. Now let's cast our mind back to Yesha among the congregations and all. The only way you can come out for people to see you and know you, for you to be who you are, is the same church. So yes, Sister Osinachi. I saw we hoya not to ya. And a man voice call out, and it was being heard for the world to hear.
Yeah.
It is so Jaya. What else does he have? Someone it is someone sorry and quiet. Those are the reasons.
We create the reasons.
Yes.
It's not real reasons, but we create.
But those are the sense. Until we can't, if we want to talk about women and the abuse and all that now. Me, in my little opinion, based on the amatity here and there, I make so many platforms I had to talk. No Patrick say they should cut out a little bit on go and find something to do, find your own money. This got nothing to do with find your own money. It got nothing to do with find your own money because my baby who said no matter how rich or how workable you are, yes, sister, apart from all kind of stories, sister, nothing shows that no near Juma or Baye. Nothing shows that is why she was lazy. Me, I'm a career woman. I have my own job and I know what I can do to get my own money too. Me feel say, oh baby, when you're home. I took quite about Brechambe who said the Tabia no be what a quite of fast or be penny sika crowd the Beshano. It is that being said, yen sano, yen dependent, and as I yes, yen cripple, and I yen to say, or Bema non combra, non Beshayan, and ye did. If we want to send this message across to our women, now yes, so demeaning about because somebody be into the member nation. Just as the two of you say, you made a topic of that. These messages we should learn how to say them. Then again, we are trying who too much and it's not good. You know,
it's all about
just too much.
It's about the mind game of what the society has turned us into. Everything starts from the way we think, from the way we've been shaped to think, from the way we've been told to think. It's all about it. And unfortunately, you are blessed to be here in Abuchi. And nothing ema wutimi naka uwo Ghana. She say a whole ministers cannot speak their own. They cannot speak their own. The voices of ministers are not their voices. Look at the way journalists in Ghana. Their voices in Ghana are not their voices. They are made to believe, even in this country, the education is being reformed because they just realized the information we've been told were all wrong about who was in power, who was powerful, the white supremacists, and the critical racist way control. So every level in every country is going through a form of freedom, of liberating themselves from that. But Ghana, Africa, it is, we can see it because it's the basic ones.
Let me say something here. When I was having difficulties or when things were going wrong in my marriage, because me type, like I said, I have two close friends. moment I'm already I catch them said this and this is what I was going through. They were all like, and are you sure? Because they couldn't even believe it anymore. Because me ma bonte me said this because I couldn't confine in them. This is what I was going through. When I was saying it was like this, and I couldn't take it anymore. You mean you were like that? I thought you guys were so perfect. I thought you were the lucky, you know. So I was really. So but then and American, yeah, okay. I am not okay coming out telling you my situations. At times I feel like, oh, the storm is over. Then I feel comfortable talking about it. And I was once there and this is what I did. Not everybody is like that. Let's take it because I find myself in this our sister's shoes that if it was me, but then again, I would have handled my issues differently. I don't think I would have been able to stay that much. But me as a little argument. Na me who so ordinansa about dying. I am a dying nebuno. The first thing I did was to take a picture of the door. One baby because I think we didn't go that far so baby. But me who so ordinansa ball punim. Now I couldn't break it. My whole night was the next time it wouldn't be the door, it will be me.
It will be you.
Yes.
If you are pen me bag it will be pen me say I'm off. I have something to do. I spent the weekend at my friend thinking about how I will get away. That was all I was doing. That was my plan. This weekend that I spent with my friend, just let me catch her and say, this is what was going on. I was there and I was just thinking, what would be the next move? What would I do? I was just there that whole weekend. My friend thinks he was entertaining me, and I was making my own plans on my head. Making for the door. It wasn't me, but I walk out.
Yes.
Because I told myself
you don't wait.
Before, because I told myself from the door it will be me.
Yes. And only a mistake. Ghana for and I said Africa for you making.
Because Ghana, I will not run into my friend and even think. I would have run away home and that would have been it. You see, said because coming back, move out of my own house. It's like I'm always watching out. I'm at the vet. Is he coming into because he have the key? Is he coming to the house? Would he jump on me? The drama I went through, but because the door was hit, the drama I went through to walk out of that scenario was something imaginable to me myself because that was how scared I was. It didn't me see me wagan and Kamijani call me papa and the drama wouldn't have been too much on me like that. It's when we see signs coming, when we see the yelling is getting too much, we shouldn't care about what society will say. We should run fast before
and save our lives.
One of our sisters, Canada here, Ononso Kurano, the church was aware and Obama number no, but the neglect within the marriage will send you off. You will go crazy. The man made it clear, and the woman, say, sorry. And one of way her autistic child was drowned, and the man was just in the house, and he watched them both drowned. It was Canada. My name is Millicent Okaya. It was Canada here, the Pentecost church. The woman just died, and the man was in the house, but because the marriage was so toxic, the man didn't even pay attention. Say the year and the back air drowning. So
they say if he says na a penny dia. If he say na member are not in pain. Me say no, it takes two people. If I'm not happy in this house, you are equally not happy. So what makes you think so? No dear, because ebi no all creating more scene now. If he say na what me say, how do I put it? Do we always forget to say what we are going through? The men are also going through the same thing. No, because if you are not happy, your man is so equally not happy too.
Exactly. We just spoke about it because the man is obviously going through something, but the
Mhm.
problem is recognizing, realizing, say, our sister did not realize her husband is a victim of a society. I had to say some mental health issues that was going through the man, and it is existent. These things exist. And Mema has that low self-esteem, and it's within them. And when they see a woman who is so much exploding, it's a natural gift. And some men, not every man has that ability or the stamina to handle such gifts. So the only way they know how was they will find. I mean, a man tried everything because listen, I am one of those that obam pono se wo koko unye ni papa. When you come close to me, I'm sure you will be scared a little bit because you won't know how I'm surviving. Sister, oba come close to me. Na so sha abaiwa we kitua we pana. You say who's a nipa? I think say people see us more than what we see
We see
ourselves.
ourselves, yes.
So some people no mo how is she surviving? Me wo mam mienu, me wo mam yensa, me kan nipa no oni ba, me kan nipa no oni owokunu, nso one ne nso mo bre.
Yeah.
You the way you take things in life, they will you scare them, and not everybody has the ability to embrace good things. And so we need to know and recognize and also be aware of the people we come in contact with to say, are these people toxic to our growth? Are they bringing us up or they are bringing us down? It goes both way. Friendship, a church. So Nasa may pass apostle way. One of our church elders catch me say, listen, Mavis, the reason why maybe you are not meeting it because you intimidate people. And some will be catching them. I intimidate. Oh, it is my fault. Now it is me. I am the fault to say. Now how can I help you not to be afraid? Because Miss Sister, you are able to, you are capable of but what they are trying to tell you is that men you want to say no em say opese ohun me say my no this is true yembo ohun say we yembo system na enya bibia na say we show say we betimi aye. Oh my sister,
and you are capable. Don't prove you are capable.
This is a problem. Many women are facing this in our community. Oba what and what in Yamema Nisrono. Oba oye na juma papa. Oh yes. What dying now? Let's talk about women. Natural natural relationships. They will tell you say, if they are single, the men are afraid. The men think say emotionally abuse you, make you feel less, and that is their way of also. But remember, Mamika say when you meet a woman like a mommy in Sanya Yegusu, bombs, bomb no shoot to
yes.
Yeah, we empower men. Mommy, shen say ye kura ye. It is for you, the men, to enjoy these things. Who's your banners or banning a powerhouse like this woman or Sinechia? It is for you, the man, to sit back and relax. To meet such a woman who is like a Michelle Obama, who has an input about what her husband says outside, who has an input about how her husband behaves outside, who has an input about her husband's progress, who has an input and opinion. You have to understand and embrace, say, a opinion in how you become successful. But don't be afraid of these women because, hey, yana ya be for no me yana ya be yo yana ya be catch no be for it wa wuni mo no wa wuni and as I this thing about oba tutu okra etiri be madam what you said right there makes us invisible. Our progress is now invisible within a marriage. Said oba tutu okra etiri be madam, that means to say ni oba be ye bia no it is not seen as the woman's effort. Obema no obebi or or dressing in one say, yeah, money credit in that. Hey, be show, Papa, you be mad. Our own sisters not giving you the credit.
No.
What the bema?
Mm-mm.
Oba toka ye bema na kamano.
Yes.
Oba otua ye bema na ye.
Yes.
So these things has become. Yes, Sister Millicent, do you have anything to add? And then we can just talk more. I think we need to bring in more of this education. Let's
We need
open
to
up.
do more.
Yeah.
We need to do more of this to educate our youth that are coming up.
Mhm.
Because we didn't get the education for us going forward.
Are damaged. Our men are already damaged good out there.
Yes.
And we all have to come and accept. Anytime I'm talking on this platform, all that I say is we will get better someday. But a whole bunch of work must be done. If you are a woman and you have a boy child, like these 3 children of our sister now, these
4.
boys are damaged.
4.
There is a girl who is very young, so
Yeah.
I am not much, and she's a girl, so I'm not dwelling much on her. But those boys are already damaged because they saw the way their father was beating their mom. They saw the way everything, and Christianity will let you tell your child, oh, it's okay. Every home is like that. Every home,
Yes.
and the movies lead to. Those writing movies must know how to write their script. To
Yes.
them, it's okay for women to take abuse or just stay there and say, oh, it's okay to get better. And those are the things. This is why we are damaged. This is why Africa is as it is. Because first of all, don't be anyhow. Anyhow. Any empathy. Yes, Africans, we don't have any. There is no word empathy over there.
Yeah. It's not in our dictionary.
Exactly, and it's getting out of hand.
Yes.
It is about time. Oh, boy, child. Nasa, who says the scenario ninya mema obanation because they are all the money baby. The almost you know.
Oh yes.
Them that much. The almost normal year because she said, "Who say who couldn't treat you say ya? Who say be who ye remember 20 and I said 10 that way. Be make a say be out of that 20 no me 5 out of that 20 no make say oh my parents were normal. Baby, na parents are normal. Baby, na parents ni ho normal shawam. It tell me how they will be a good parent.
Good parents,
It's about time. It's about time as to say, oh, about Bema, Uchren is certain things. And I need abuse relationship. How they are doing how they will also react someday. Because the way we are treated now, we don't like it. And we are talking about it. Yeah. Kind who said they are watching what is happening. They are listening to what is happening.
Yeah.
And me because of waiting me pa brofasam. Because abrofaya says say separation woman cry with your brother come and have relationship with your child.
Children.
Yeah, you're bored enough to say Fakolani command mammy, non conne mammy ho. Also Fakolanico games, me and Mutimiko games, body board games. Oh, brother, there's also something we don't know. Yeah, they know Jaya, enemies like enemies.
Mama
and Colano have a target.
One of the topics that we should have is how to keep a healthy
relationship after the marriage.
Yeah, with
after breakup. Oh my God, that's not for men.
No. Before then, missing my children. I have 2 beautiful boys. They are the most handsome boys in this world. That's how I call them. I am telling them, say what me person make anything concerning my divorce or crime or matter, and as any problem I went through, me person kakrabecha masum.
Yes,
I made sure. Say me ama to my phone at me as on from because once in a while just go and call daddy. I'm not saying say yo, but I am doing it for them because I don't want them to grow up with any bitterness from their heart. I don't want them to grow because You
It
grow
will
with
help
that kind
them.
of impression on your head. Then you grow up feeling, treating anybody anyhow. I dislike those. And
My
it's
sister
about
Ama,
time we learn them.
my
Yeah.
sister Ama, I deliberately tells my children to call. Oh, and now Papa birthday what friend? And today my children are older. They don't know that their children never, their parents never, their papa and child support. Me men, me ma
It's fine.
enim sa de no munyini when they grew up. That's when one day at the age of 17, sitting at my day, is when I asked them, do you see anybody bringing groceries or anything? And I made me paycheck it to us a column or expense and income. And I remember we don't have $1. So indirectly, I'm telling them, say your papa no they pay no child support.
Yeah.
And this is how I train my children. And me mano, they don't have any bickering or any bitterness towards their fathers.
That is how it should be. If we
That
see
is
it
how
wrong,
I do my kids, yes, Sister
Yes.
May.
we should strategize.
Yes.
These things have to be
Yes.
strategic.
It
We have
helps
to
them a lot.
strategize. You know,
I make sure to say, whenever the child, as they were growing, papa no hey, me na mama you. Give me that open communication so the child does not take and manipulate two of us.
Yes.
And what's that? Oba beka for fracture no wa beka for fracture me. Unfortunately for me, what way me mano omu need the same, they are not from the same fathers to say. When so one of them are one or no a free baby no, and I'm not afraid to talk about it because this is reality.
Yeah.
The one that was not successful with the father now, on maybe keep relationship. Me mama try to keep relationship or no mama try no, and then what corrupt in a different way. It is sometimes it is better for you to raise the children by yourself. And yeah, it is better because
I was thinking when I ran away from that scenario, seeing that my son saw it. When I ran thinking about how I will recorrect that, no. Me to iPad, the two of them were playing with it. My big one said, "Oh, Daddy hits the door like this." He did the same thing to the iPad. I was la. I will not see you do that to any door or to any iPad like that again. It is so at times, you have to rethink about all those things.
Exactly.
Yeah, we were supposed to be enjoying. They were damaged goods because they saw all they saw was just an intro also.
Yeah.
Because they don't have the good relationship.
That is all they saw. Yeah. They don't know how to have good relationships.
Yeah.
And we can't blame that because that is a mess. We can't change it. But what we can do is to change what we are seeing now.
Exactly.
Now and the generation will keep like that. Gather the courage enough and thank God they said certain things must happen for some words to come out.
Yes.
Positions because of one thing led to the other, they don't have that anymore. Says you're more open.
Yeah.
Our sister should accept it. Say no matter how good singer you are, so your jaiwa, you will not. If you are not firm enough, you will not sing anymore. Find another way to survive.
Exactly.
Your manu and people damaging so the generations can be better.
So, the way we see her, but one thing I also want to say is that you see, the Bible didn't teach us all this thing. That's not biblical. The Bible warned us about all these things, about woe to the one who relies solely on another person. So, to me, and yet religion. That is my conclusion. It's about how we are worshiping the blessings that God has blessed us with. We take those blessings and they say, and no mom ye paramount. And we will worship it. The husband will worship the husband. We forget and say, it is not because to say the husband is your heaven. not because your music is your heaven, not because the company you are in is the end of your life, the church you are in, the association is not. You are far more important to this universe without all these things than the way you think. And until mama yankan Bible ni ye say sorry, let's not go there to sorry. We are hungry. We get to the church hungry. So we don't know what the church is supposed to do. When you get to the church hungry, there's a lot of food in the church. There's the pastor who is also waiting to feed you their lives. There's a lot of food. There are church goers. They are someone with their own sicknesses. They just want someone to dump their problems on. And this is exactly what our sister did. She went there. She's performing and she loves the performance. She loved the idea of being married. She loves the attention. The husband took control over her mind. The husband he captured her whole soul. And then the husband, she's under the soul of her husband. Now, me Jedi said, let's bring that into physical. You can't spiritual things and so let's bring that into physical way. Na yen zame ade ne ye say enka eyade say onya ho faso a na ho faso no kwa kodi wo hefa. Hwe dwene ho ye. Say yade a yen sister ne nyom to wo no ene ne bra wa bre 42 years old. I'm older than her. Bam, so this woman is dead. Say yade say yeah counter. Me for my sister no or what he found by an account. So let's take it seriously. When we talk about it, it's a very, very sensitive conversation. But you see, we should be bold and we should be strong enough to be able to handle all these topics. My sisters, may God bless you for joining today. I think we have
Thank you for having us.
We have a lot of conversations to have, and I think it is healthy for us to talk. It is healthy. Healthy to talk about your issues. It is only healthy to talk about. In fact, it is weakness not to talk about them. So, Moshe Enonso, there are a lot of educational materials.
And the more you talk about your stories, the more somebody will pick a thing or two
out of it. And it's a healing process for you.
Exactly. Nyankopon shira mo nyina. Yes, sister, may her soul rest in peace. And we also don't want to take away from her because she has brought us such an awareness. And now I think her life will be remembered as a strong woman as well. Someone who, I would say, within her own capability, this is the only how she knew. And it's rather unfortunate that she's a victim of a system that is created. We haven't been given any other way to be free. And this is what she knew. The best of her ability, she did what she could. So, yes, sister Osinachi, we will remember her forever. The music will forever play away in our spirit and our soul, our minds, and will give us way. Nyankopon shira mo nyina for joining. Please share the video. Sister Ama Akosua, Nana Akosua, Nyankopon shira. Yes, sisters, Nana Ma Montreal. One of these days, I will have a way. Papa Jima, Nyankopon shira. Then Papa John Cookson. Nyankopon shira mo nya. Mama Millicent. May God bless.
Bye bye. Yeah, that's it.
Yes.